Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So today what topic?
Trigonometry.
Trigonometry. So you all know all the identities in trigonometry? You all remember? Only few. Hmm? Okay. Now basically trigonometry is based on which type of triangle?
Right angle triangle.
Right angle triangle. So you know what is the base, hypotenuse and adjacent? Adjacent, opposite. So which is hypotenuse here?
Opposite to the perpendicular angle, ma'am.
Okay, I'm naming this triangle as ABC. So which is hypotenuse? You can tell me the side.
AC, ma'am.
Side AC is hypotenuse. Why it is hypotenuse? Because angle B is
Because
90.
it's opposite to 90 degree, ma'am.
Opposite to 90 degree is always your hypotenuse. Okay. Now which is adjacent? You use the word adjacent or base. Which word you use? So
Base.
using
Adjacent.
some of you will use base or adjacent. Okay, adjacent or base, and so that is your BC. So BC is your base or adjacent. Now this AB is called what?
Perpendicular.
It is called perpendicular. The other word?
Opposite.
Opposite or perpendicular. So each school they use by different names. So this is called opposite. Opposite or perpendicular. I'll just write the symbol for it. Opposite or perpendicular. So now based on this triangle, we are going to find all the trigonometric ratios. So we have basically 6 trigonometric ratios. What is sine A? Sine A is
1 by cosecant A.
1 by cosecant A, that is called the reciprocal ratios. Now normal trigonometric ratios. So please all of you remember, you all know the sentence old Henry and his old aunt. Yeah, did your teachers teach you that? Anybody? If you don't know the ratio, you can remember it as old Henry and his old aunt. You can create any statement like this. So if you remember this, we can write this as O by H for sine old Henry and his old aunt. Okay. So this is easy to remember the ratio. So suppose in case we require the basic ratio, this will be easy to remember. So here this is sin theta, cos theta, tan theta. Here this one is cosecant theta, secant theta, cot theta. So you can learn the formula like this. Okay, so how do you write old Henry and his old aunt? So you'll write like numerator by denominator, like that way as a fraction you will write it. Now when you read it from up, top to down, it is sine. So what is the ratio of sine? Sine theta is opposite by hypotenuse. Cos theta adjacent by hypotenuse. Tan theta is what? Opposite by adjacent. Hope you all know the other word for adjacent, isn't it? So adjacent is also called as base, and opposite is also called as perpendicular. So you can use by the name whichever you want. So from this we can learn the first 6 ratio. Okay. Now I'll ask you what is cosecant. Cosecant theta. You will learn from. You will read it from down to up. Okay. So for these ratios which I've written down, you will read it from down to up. So if you change the order, then your ratios will go wrong. So you have to write it as sine, cos, tan, and then cosecant, secant, cot down. So cosecant theta is hypotenuse by opposite. Secant is hypotenuse by adjacent. Cot is adjacent by opposite. Yes, children? Did you all understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you can,
yes,
you have doubt or you have a, you can learn this table you can keep in your mind. Now also the first 6 basic ratio you have learned, 6 ratios you have learned from this, from this
Yes,
table.
ma'am.
Now the next 6 ratio, this is basic. Okay, first 6 formula you have learned. Next is the reciprocal ratio we have. Reciprocal ratios. Reciprocal means what? What is the reciprocal of sine? Sine theta is equal to 1 by
Cosecant theta.
cosecant theta. So you have sine on top. Below that what? It is cosecant. So sine and cosec are reciprocal. If I ask the reciprocal of cosec, it is 1 by sine theta, or it is 1 by cosec theta, 1 by sine theta is equal to cosec theta. Okay, so both the ways you can learn the formula. So in 2 ways, sine theta is 1 by cosec, cosec theta is 1 by sine. Same way for cos theta, it is 1 by secant and secant theta is 1 by cos. Tan theta is 1 by cot and cot theta is 1 by tan. So again, the 6 reciprocal formulas are here, if you know the order. Yes? Yes, all of you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Now the next one we have, what is the next set of formula? First is basic ratios, then you have reciprocal ratios, then what is the next set? You have quotient relation, isn't it? Quotient relations. What is this quotient relation? It is the relation between tan and cot in terms of sine and cos. Okay, so that you can take it from the table, or if you find confusing several formulas to take from the single table. What is tan theta? Tan theta is sine theta by cos theta. Yeah, this is how we convert the tan. Then cot theta is what? Anybody can tell me? Cot theta will be
Cos theta upon sin theta. Cos theta by sin theta.
cos theta by sine
Cos theta by sin theta.
Okay. So now the sine and cos are the basic ratios. The sine and cos are the very primary basic ratios. Other all the ratios can be converted in terms of sine and cos. See, tan can be written as sine by cos. Cot if I take, I can write it as cos by sine. What about secant? How do I write secant? Secant is 1 by, what is secant? Look up.
1 by cos.
1 by cos. Cosecant is 1 by
1 by sin.
Okay, so all the other ratios, other 4 ratios can be written in terms of sine and cos. Okay, so any question we can convert into simple forms and then solve. Okay, next we have the square relations, identities, trigonometric identities. We call it as the square relations also. Trigonometric identities. Just recalling the formula. Trigonometric identities. Okay, so what is the first identity?
Sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1.
Cos square theta is equal to 1. Very important identity, since from grade 9 you have this. Now second
1 plus tan square theta is equal to cos.
1 plus tan square theta is equal to, okay, it's confusing, right? 1 plus tan or 1 plus secant. Okay, now what we'll do is, this answer is 1. Now we will see which gives us the answer 1. So secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. The third one is cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. So if you learn it in this way, which gives us 1, we can modify the formula in whatever terms we require. Okay, so these are the 3 basic formula. See, remember, sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Only for this we have a plus sign. The other 2 we have a negative sign. And secant and tan are always related. Cosecant and cot are always related. And you have a negative sign. Secant square minus tan square theta is 1. Cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is 1. Now if I ask you what is cos square theta, okay, these three formulas, if you remember, it is enough. The remaining formulas you can simply modify. So what is cos square theta?
1 minus sin square theta.
Very good. 1 minus sin square theta. Now what is tan square theta?
1 minus secant square theta.
1 minus tan square
1 plus no. 1 plus.
So just modify this. So tan goes to the other side. 1 minus secant square theta minus 1. Can you understand? Secant square minus tan square is equal to 1. So what is tan square? Secant square theta?
Minus 1.
Minus 1. Can you understand? Okay, you need not have to remember all. We have 9 forms in this. You need not remember all the 9 forms. You remember only these 3 forms. Okay, so in the rough work, you know, x plus y equal to 3 means you know y is equal to what? 3 minus x. Okay, if I ask what is x, it will be 3 minus y. Like that you can modify, you can switch what term is required for us. Accordingly, you can find the formula. Okay, what is cosec square theta? Tell me.
1 plus cot square theta.
1 plus cot square theta, that's all. Okay, so all the formulas for your grade 10 you have learned. That is for the basic ratios, trigonometric ratios, all the formulas you have learned. Yes, children, is that clear? Is that simple to remember? If you remember, if you learn it as 1 plus tan square theta, secant square theta, then 1 plus cot square as cosecant and all, sometime there is a lot of chances of getting confused. Okay, you will not use the correct plus or minus sign. So this way you learn. So only for sin square plus cos square it is 1. The remaining 2 it is negative. And also we start with secant square theta minus tan. We start with secant square and here we start with cosecant square. Cosecant and cot are related. Secant and tan are related. So this way you can remember the formula. Okay. Now moving on to the questions. If, first question, if tan theta is equal to 1 by root 5. Find the value of cosec square theta minus secant square theta divided by cosec square theta plus secant square theta. Okay. So what can we do in this case? First, we need to find what is this cosec square theta, what is secant square theta. Okay, so we are provided only the value for tan theta. Now we know the square relation, and also I will tell you one more thing, children. Whenever you use square relation, this is only for square relation. You cannot use it for, if I ask for sine theta, you cannot take it as square root of 1 minus cos. That and all you don't take. Okay, you use as it is for square relation only. Okay. Now tan theta is 1 by root 5. How will you find cosec, cot and all?
Cot is 1 by tan.
Cot is 1 by tan. So what is cot theta first of all? Cot theta is equal to?
Root 5.
Root 5. Very good. Okay.
Sine is equals to 1. Sine theta.
Sine theta is 1. So tan theta is equal to sine theta by cos theta. So sine is 1 and cos is root 5. That is what you are telling now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So but we need to find what is cosec and cosec and secant.
We can reciprocal. 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta.
Very good. Secant square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta. Okay. Now I'm just using the given value. If you want to find in terms of sine and cos also, you can find. Okay. So I'm directly, we can use the square relation. Secant square theta is 1 plus tan square theta. So that is 1 plus tan square is how much? 1 by root 5 the whole square. 1 by root 5 the whole square. So what's the answer, children? So 1 plus 1 by root 5 square is just 5. So the answer is
6 by 5.
6 by 5. Okay, so we have secant square theta is equal to 6 by 5. Okay, same way using the square relation, find the cosecant square theta also. Cosecant square theta can be written as 1 plus
Cot square theta.
1 plus cot square theta. Okay, find the answer. So already we got the value of cot square theta.
1 minus root 5. 1 plus root 5.
1 plus root 5 the whole square. Cot square, we got only the value of cot theta. So 1 plus root 5 the whole square. Okay.
6.
So the answer is 6. So cosecant theta is cosecant square theta is 6. Now you can substitute. We found what is cosecant square theta and secant square theta equal to 6. Now you can substitute in the given question. Show the given question. Yes. Cosecant square theta minus secant square theta by cosecant square theta plus secant square theta. So therefore,
Two by 3.
anybody else completed? So it is 6 minus 6 by 5 divided by 6 plus 6 by 5. So what are you getting, children? Taking LCM, 30 minus 6 by 30 plus 6. Did you all get this? I got only one answer.
2 by 35.
35. 30 plus 6 is 36. So it is 2 by 3. Okay, it is 2 by 3. Did you all get?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Next question. Now, given A is an acute angle. A is an acute angle. And 13 sine A equal to 5. 13 sine A equal to 5. Okay. Evaluate 5 sine A minus 2 cos A divided by tan A. So they have given us 13 sine A equal to 5. So how to get the ratio?
Sine A is equal to 5 by 13.
Very good. So even always you have to write what is given. Okay. Sine A is equal to 5. So sine A equal to 5 upon 13. Okay. Then we need to find 5 sine A into 2 cos A. So we need to find what is cos A also and also find tan A. How to find cos A? What is the relation between sine and cos? What is the relation? A first relation.
Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1.
Very good. We know that sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So sin square A plus cos square A equal to 1. So we found sin A. So from there we can, okay, now cos square A. So cos square A is what? Cos square A is 1 minus sin
1
square.
minus 5 by 13 the whole square.
Okay, 1 minus 5 by 13 the whole square. 5 by 13 the whole square. Okay, then find out how much you're getting. So 1 minus 25 by 169. You all remember the square numbers?
Yes, sir.
At least up to 25 you have to remember. Take LCM. 169 minus
144 divided by
144 by 169. So this is the value of
12 by 13.
A. So cos A will be 12 upon 13.
12 by 13.
Upon 13. Okay, we got the value of cos A. Now, how do we find the value of tan?
Sin by cos.
Yeah. Tan A is equal to sin A by cos A. Get the value quickly.
Pi by 12.
Pi by 12. Okay, 5 by 13 divided by 12 by 13. 13 will get cancelled. So our tan A value. Okay, now you can substitute in the given question. So they are asking us to evaluate 5 sin A minus 2 cos A by tan A.
Ma'am, tan A is equals to 1, ma'am.
Tan A is 5 by 12, no? Just now we found sin A as 5 by 13, cos is 12 by 13 and tan is 5 by 12. Substitute children. So 5
by 6. Okay.
So 5 into sin A is 5 by 13 minus 2 times 2 into cos A is 12 upon 13 divided by tan is 5 by 12. Did you do the right substitution? Did you all substitute it correctly? Substitution I'm asking.
Yes, ma'am.
Now what you have to do? When it is multiplication, please don't take LCM, okay? Multiplication, directly you multiply. So it is 25 by 13, 25 by 13 minus 2 12s are 24 by 13 divided by 5 by 12. Okay, what are you getting now? 25 minus 24? 1 on 13 divided by 5 by 12. Now what will you do? Fraction divided by another fraction? You will take
1 by 13 into 12 by 5.
Yes, 1 by 13 into 12 by 5. So the answer is
12 by 65.
12 by 65. Did you all understand, children? Please don't take
Yes,
LCM
ma'am.
when it is multiplication. Only for addition, subtraction, we take LCM, not for multiplication, division. So here direct multiplication only. 5 means it is 5 by 1. 2 means 2 by 1. Okay, so directly you will take and multiply. So this will be the answer. Okay, next question. Prove that 1 plus tan square theta into 1 minus sin theta into 1 plus sin theta equal to 1. So what you can do here, what is 1 plus tan square theta?
Secant square theta.
Yeah. So directly 1 plus tan square theta, you can write it as secant square theta. And from these both, what do you understand? What identity can be used?
1 minus
A square minus B square.
In the form A minus B, A plus B. Very good. So this, the LHS, you will take the LHS. You first write what is your LHS. Okay, please don't without head don't start writing. So you have to write what is given. LHS is equal to so much, 1 minus sin theta. This I am talking about how you have to present in the exam. So LHS equal to so much. So that is 1 plus tan square theta is nothing but secant square theta. Now this is in the form A minus B into A plus B. So what are you getting? A square minus B square. It is, so what should I write here?
1 minus sin square theta.
1 minus sine square theta. So again, can you remember, can you apply any identity here in this place?
Cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sin square theta.
So secant square theta into 1 minus sine square theta is nothing but cos square theta. Now, after this, we need to prove it is equal to 1. Now, what relation?
1 upon cos square theta is equal to 1.
Secant square is nothing but 1 upon cos square theta. These both are reciprocal ratios. Okay, into cos square theta. So, therefore, the answer is equal to 1, which is equal to RHS. Equal to 1, which is equal to your RHS. You can cancel these both. Okay, so you have started and proved. Okay, next question. Prove that 2 cos square theta plus 2 by 1 plus cot square theta is equal to 2. 2 cos square theta plus 2 by 1 plus cot square theta is equal to 2. So 2 cos theta. Now whenever we look at the ratios, so simple ratios keep as it is. Try to convert the higher ratios like cot, sine, cot, tan, cosec, secant. All that can be converted in terms of sine and cos. So here let us keep. So take your LHS. First write your LHS. So 2 cos square theta plus 2 by 1 plus cot square theta. Now this cos theta is very basic ratio. Let's keep as it is. Plus 2 by 1 plus. How can I write cot square theta?
Cosec square theta.
Cosecant by, okay, 1 plus cot square directly we can write, isn't it? 1 plus cot square is cosec square theta. Very good. Then, what's the next step?
1 by cosecant square theta, we can write it as sine square theta.
Very good. 1 by cosecant. Cosecant is there in your denominator. So 1 by cosecant is nothing but sine square theta. So 2 cos square theta plus 2 you keep as it is. 1 by cosec is nothing but sine square theta, the reciprocal ratio. Okay, remember sine and cosec are reciprocal. Cos and secant are reciprocal. This, yes, sine and cosec. S and C. You will see the first letter. S and C are reciprocal. Same way, cos and secant. S and C are reciprocal ratios. Okay. So taking 2 as common term, we have cos square theta plus sine square theta, or sine square theta plus cos square theta. However, you can write. So that which is equal to 2. You got your RHS. Yes, did you all get the answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Next is prove that tan A by 1 minus cot A plus cot A by 1 minus tan A is equal to 1 plus tan A plus cot A. 1 plus tan A plus cot A. Now, your LHS and RHS both in terms of tan and cot only. So, we can either take in terms of sine and cos and then do, or directly also we can do, because looking at the RHS having tan and cot. So, we can directly try to convert in terms of tan and cot. So, here numerator is tan. This cot, how can we write cot theta in terms of tan?
1 by 10.
1 by tan. Here also cot we can write it as 1 by tan. Okay, so here we are not, you can do it in terms of sine and cos and then do it. There you will have little more steps. Here directly if we do, we'll have simple only because your RHS is in terms of tan and cot only. Okay, take your LHS. You will repeat the same thing, and in the next step you will write tan theta by 1 minus cot is written as 1 by
1 by 10.
tan A plus again cot we can write it as 1 by tan A divided by 1 minus tan A. We are not doing any changes with cot, only tan. Take LCM. So tan A by tan A minus 1 by tan A. Shall I take it to the numerator and put here square? Tan square A? Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Here again 1 by, this will move to the denominator. Okay, so 1 by tan A into 1 minus tan A. Any confusion in this step? Do you have any confusion, children? Anybody have can tell? Now tan A, this is the main denominator. Okay, this is the main denominator. So in the denominator part you have a fraction. Okay, so that fraction, that denominator will be taken to the numerator. You will have tan A by tan A minus 1 by tan A. Okay, so that will go to the numerator. But here is your main denominator, main fraction. So this means by 1. Okay, 1 minus tan A by 1. So a fraction divided by another fraction. So it is 1 by tan A into 1 minus tan A. Okay, after this, what can we do after this? What can we do?
Cross multiplication, no?
Cross multiply. Cross multiplication is fine, but when we look at the denominator, here we have
the minus common.
Here we have tan A minus 1, here 1 minus
Take out the minus common.
So when we have this form, A minus B, B minus A form, what we have to do is take the negative sign outside. So what happens, both the denominators will have tan A minus 1 form. Okay, so the first term don't do any changes, tan square A by tan A minus 1. Okay, so here you have 1 minus tan A. 1 minus tan A and tan A minus 1 are different. So what we have to do, take the negative sign outside, minus 1 by. So tan A into tan A minus 1. Tan A minus 1. Okay, now you can cross multiply and take LCM. So when you take LCM, what is the LCM, children? You multiply the denominators. Now already tan A minus 1 is there in both the terms. So only tan A if you multiply, is it enough? Yes? Otherwise what happens is you multiply the whole thing, this term here and that term here. You'll have a very long expression and you need to cancel everything. So instead we have tan A minus 1, tan A minus 1 in both the places. That is a common denominator. Okay. So if 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 means what you do? What is the LCM? Okay, 1 by 2 and 1 by 4. What is the LCM for 2 and 4? So 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 is nothing but 2 into 2, isn't it? So already this 2 is there here. Okay, so if I only multiply this term by 2, it is enough to get the same denominator. So that is the logic which we have learnt in algebra. So same thing here. What we do? So multiply only with tan A. Can you all follow or not? Tan cube A by tan A minus 1 minus 1 by sorry, we can, when we are taking LCM, we can take it together. Tan cube A minus 1 divided by tan A minus 1 into tan A. Okay, so numerator is in the form tan cube A minus 1. A cube minus B cube. What is the formula? 1 can be put as 1 square, 1 cube, however we require, we can bring that 1. Now what is the formula? A cube minus B cube? A minus B into, what is the formula? If you don't know, I'll write here. A cube minus B cube is equal to A minus B
into A square plus AB plus B square.
AB plus B square. Okay, so if you don't know, please take down the formula. So that is equal to, so the numerator can be written as A minus B tan A minus 1 into A square tan square A plus 1 plus tan A. A square plus B square plus AB divided by tan A minus 1 into tan A. Now we can cancel this tan A minus 1, tan A minus 1. So what are we getting? Now we have tan square A plus 1 by tan A divided by tan A. So each term we divide by tan A. So tan square A by tan A is what? Tan A plus 1 by tan A plus tan A by tan A is 1. Okay, so this is nothing but tan A plus cot A plus 1. So which is our RHS. Did you understand this sum, all of you? So here we are using A minus A cube minus B cube identity, and also, okay, look at the sum. Why we are, I have not taken sine and cos, because that will make your sum a little lengthy. So this way, because my RHS is tan and cot, we can directly go with tan and cot. Okay, you instead of converting cot as 1 by tan, you even convert tan as 1 by cot and do. However, you will get the same answer. Okay, in that case, in the final step, you will have by cot A. So when you solve it, you will get the same answer. Okay, so tan A by 1 minus tan A, only the cot place we have converted. Then what we have done, we have just simplified it. After that, taking LCM. Now before taking LCM, we have seen here it is tan A minus 1 and 1 minus tan A. Okay, tan A minus 1 here and 1 minus tan A here. So when we have this kind of situations, always take the negative sign outside from the second term and make the terms similar. Tan A minus 1, tan A minus 1. After that, it is your normal taking LCM and doing. So when you have tan cube A minus 1, you must remember to write 1 can be written as 1 cube. Suppose if it is tan square A, so this 1 can be written as 1 square. Okay, so however you write power of 1 power, whatever you give, the answer is going to be 1 only. Your value doesn't change. So according to the steps, you will change your 1 as 1 cube or 1 square, whatever, and apply the right identity to get the answer. Is that clear, children? Any doubt in this? Okay, next question. Question 5. Prove that 1 plus tan square A divided by 1 plus cot square A is equal to 1 minus tan A by 1 minus cot A, the whole square, is equal to tan square A. So in both the places you have equal to. Okay, you can prove the first part is equal to just solving this part. You can prove it is equal to tan square A, and by solving this part also you can prove that is equal to tan square A, and hence you can say all the three expressions are equal. Okay, first let us start with take the LHS as 1 plus tan square A. Now your RHS is this part. Okay, tan square A. So 1 plus tan square A by 1 plus cot square A. Okay. How can we write this? One plus tan square A is what, children?
Secant square.
Secant.
Secant square A. Very good. Divided by. I want answers from all of you.
Cosec square.
Cosec square A.
Cosecant square.
Okay. Now our RHS in terms of tan. Okay, so we can break it into simple terms. Secant can be written as
1 by cos square.
1 by cos square A divided by 1 by
Sin square.
that is nothing but sin square A by cos square A, which is equal to tan square A. So you have got the first proof from here to here. Now taking the second portion as your LHS. Did you all get? Will you all try the second part, children? Okay. So we have the whole square there. Remember, we have, now let LHS equal 1 plus tan A, 1 minus tan A by 1 minus cot A, the whole square. So what we have to do now?
1 minus tan A the whole square by minus cot A the whole.
We are taking whole square for each numerator and denominator separately. After that,
Expand it.
expand it. Okay, so some of you, when you have 1 minus tan A the whole square, I see many students write it as 1 square 1 minus tan square A. That is A minus B the whole square is A square minus B square. That's wrong. Okay, so wherever you have this kind of situation like A minus B the whole square, you have to use the identity. A minus B the whole square formula you have to use and write. Okay, so this can be written as A square plus B square minus 2AB. So 2 tan A. Same way here denominator A square plus B square minus 2 A. Now after this, what we can do? What is 1 plus tan square A?
Secant square.
Secant square A. Very good. Secant square A by, secant square A minus 2 tan A divided by cosecant square A minus 2 cot A. What should be our next step? Can anybody tell?
Convert into basics.
Yeah, convert into basic forms. So secant is written as 1 by cos square A. Please do, all of you do the sum. Minus 2 times sin A by cos A divided by 1 by cos square A, 1 by sin square A minus 2 times cos A by sin A. Yeah, next step.
LCM.
Take LCM. So here we have cos square A, here we have cos A. So we only have to multiply by cos A here. Okay, cos A into cos A. So you will get 1 minus numerator becomes 1 minus 2 sin A cos A divided by cos square A. The whole divided by, same way here, look at the denominator, here you have sin square A, sin A. Sin square A is the LCM. So here you will multiply by sin A into sin A. So you will have 1 minus 2 cos A sin A divided by sin square A. Next step, what happens to the numerator? Look at the numerator. Are they same? 1 minus 2 sin A cos A, 1 minus 2 cos A sin A. Both are same?
Yes, ma'am.
They both same. So can we cancel it? Both the numerators? We can cancel these both, or you can write in terms of product and do it. Okay, so here we have 1 by cos square A divided by 1 by sin square A. That I'll put it as sin square A by 1. So this is nothing but tan square A. So that is equal to our RHS. Yes, did you all understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, two sums I'll give you. You can do it later. Okay, or you want me to send a worksheet on trigonometry?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, complementary angles. Okay, I'll send the worksheet for it. Now, what is complementary angles? What do you mean by this?
Just 90 degree.
90 degree. When you add two angles or when you add two numbers, you get 90. Okay, so that is complementary. So here under trigonometry, sine theta and cos theta, these both are complementary. Okay, so sine theta can be written as, yes, can anybody remember complementary form? Sine theta is
Cos theta minus
cos
90 minus theta.
theta. Okay, sine theta is cos 90 minus theta. Same way, cos theta is sine 90 minus theta. Okay, so these both sine and cos are complementary. Same way we have tan theta. Tan theta is cot 90 minus theta and cot theta is tan 90 minus theta. So these two are complementary angles, tan and cot, and same way secant and cosecant. Secant theta is equal to cosec 90 minus theta and cosecant theta equal to secant 90 minus theta. So these 6 ratios are complementary ratios. So you have to remember. So this conversion, while doing the sum, writing this conversion is very, very important. So some of you don't write this conversion form directly. Sin 90 minus theta equal to cos some value you will write. And you will get the right answer, but you will not get the full marks in your exams. Okay, but because if you have not done this transferring work here, okay, I'll show you in the sum. Have you taken the formula? Okay. So these are complementary. So under this first question, evaluate sine square 63 plus sine square 27 by cos square 17 plus cos square 73. Yes. Tell me, children. Look at the numbers here. 63 plus how much you will get 90?
27.
Yes.
63 plus 27 will give you 90. So this and this number are complementary. And again 17 and 73 will give you 90. Okay. Now what we do is we have to change any one of the numerators and one of the denominator, not both. So keep sine square 63 as it is. So sine square 63 as it is plus this sine square 27. So this complementary angle, suppose if you have square on the left side, it will be square on the right side. Tan square theta will be cot square 90 minus theta. Cot square theta, this one. Okay, if you have squares, you can use squares in the sum. Okay. But without square, that is the basic form. Okay. Now sine square. Now how do I write sine square 27? Tell me. Sine square 27 should be written as sine theta is nothing but cos 90 minus theta, 90 minus 27. I am telling this step is very, very important. You are writing that 90 minus 27, no? So this is called the transformation step. They expect this step. Without this step, you will not get the full mark. Okay, and without this step, your accurate answer is also not valid. Okay, so please remember in your board exam, you have to write this step. Now next is cos square 17 plus. Now how do I change this cos square 73? Cos theta is sine 90 minus theta. Sine 90 minus 73. Okay, so that is nothing but in the next step.
Sine square, right?
Sine square. Square. Next step, you can write sine square 63 plus this cos square 90 minus 27. 90 minus 27 is how much? 63. Okay, divided by cos square 17 plus sine square 90 minus 73. How much are you getting? 17. Okay, now look at the numerator. What is it? Sine square 63 plus cos square 63. Sine square theta plus cos square theta. See, both the angles are same here.
1.
So theta is, the value of theta is known here. Okay. So sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Same way denominator you see. Cos square theta plus sine square, both are 17. It is 1. The answer is 1. The value for this is 1. Did you all understand? So complementary angle, how do we find? First look for the numbers, because these are not standard angles. Standard angles means 60, 30, 90. If they give those kind of angles, then these are called as standard angles. But apart from that, they give you 27, 63, 17, 73, all that. Okay, so these are not standard angles. So when it is not a standard angle, check whether it is complementary to what. So 63 plus 27, it gives us 90. You can check with 63 plus 17 also. Sometimes the question can be numerator and denominator also. So you have to check the right complementary angles, and you have to convert any one of them. Okay, not both. If you convert both of them, you will not get the answer. Any one of the ratio, you have to convert it. So keeping the first ratio as it is, the second one sine square is converted as cos square. Sine theta is cos 90 minus theta. So here we have a square, just put a square, cos square 90 minus theta. Theta is nothing but the angle what we have. Okay, theta is the angle. So 90 minus 27. Okay, same way. It is, I told you, just any one of them you can convert. It is not always like only the second term we have to convert. So you can keep the second term and convert the first term also. However, you will get the same answer. Your same identity you will get, and you will get the same answer. Is that clear, children? Okay, now next question. So these type of questions will be asked like without using trigonometric tables. So without using trigonometric tables means they do not mean that that standard angle table is there, no, the value of cos, sine 30, cos 30 and all. They do not mean that. They mean the tables which is given in your book bag, the tables which will be provided during exam note, that tables is the meaning. Okay, next question. Without using trigonometric tables, evaluate sine square 28 degree plus sine square 62 degree plus tan square 38 degree minus cot square 52 degree plus 1 by 4 secant square 30. Secant square 30. We have to evaluate this. Now find out which are complementary. Which both numbers will give you 90? Quick. +28 plus 62. How much? Can you all hear me?
90.
90. Yeah. What about 38 and 52?
90.
90.
90. Okay. So these both are complementary and these both are complementary. What about this secant square 30? What is 30 degree? It is 30 degree, 30, 60, 90 and all these are standard angle. We have to remember the values of standard angle. Yeah, okay. So standard angle we will check with complementary. Standard angle is separate. Okay. Now let us do the sum. So from the first two terms we can convert any one of them. So first we can write it as sine square 28 plus, how do I write sine square 62? Tell. Sin theta is?
Cos square 90 minus 62.
Very good. 90 minus 62. Cos 90 minus theta plus these both. We can take tan square 38 and keeping as it is minus cot 52 can be written as cot theta is tan 90 minus theta. So tan square 90 minus 52. Is that clear? Plus 1 by 4. So if you know the value of secant square 30, do you know the values?
2 by root 2.
2 by root 3. 2 by root 3 the whole square. 2 by root 3 the whole square. Okay. So please don't expect this 30, 60, 45, 0, 90. These are the values you have to remember. Okay. Now quickly evaluate. So now sine square 28 plus cos square 28 plus tan square 28 minus tan square 28 plus 1 by 4 into 4 by 3. What happens? Now what do you observe? What do you observe? Can you find the identity? Sine square theta plus cos square theta here.
Answer is 4 by 3. Last
answer is 4 by 3. Very good. So sine square theta plus cos square theta becomes 1 here. Then this part?
they get cancelled.
Get cancelled. Very good. Plus 4 by, 4 and 4 we can cancel. So we have 1 by 3. So 1 plus 1 by 3?
4 by 3.
4 by 3. You all understood how to solve this kind of sums?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Next is, if The next model question. If 2 sine square theta minus cos square theta is equal to 2. Find the value of theta. Find the value of theta. So how to get the value of theta here? How to get? So to get the value of theta, first let us convert to a single term. Either sine square we can convert to cos, or cos into sine. Okay. So how will you convert cos square into sine? 2 sine square theta minus cos square theta is equal to 2 we have. Okay. So 2 sine square theta minus, how can I write cos square in terms of sine?
1 minus sine square theta.
1 minus sine square theta. So when you have a negative sign before, you please open a bracket. Otherwise what you do is minus 1 plus sine square theta, minus sine square theta you'll write, and you'll end up getting a wrong answer. It will differ by sign and also. Okay. So open a bracket after a negative sign. So 2 sine square theta minus 1 plus sine square theta is equal to 2. Now what happens? 2 sine square theta plus sine square theta is how much? 2 sine square theta plus sine square theta. How much?
3 sine square theta.
3 sine square theta minus 1 equal to 2. Take this negative 1 to the other side. So 3 sine square theta is equal to 3. Okay. Now what is sine square theta? Sine square theta is this 3 to the other side, 3 by 3, which is 1. So now what is sine theta? Yes, very good. So this is sine square theta. You also have to write sine theta is equal to 1. Therefore, theta is, for what value of sine it is 1? Theta is 90 degree. Theta is 90 degree. Okay, sine 90 is 1. So do you all know the standard angle, children? All of you? Anybody have difficulty in remembering the values?
I have difficulty
in remembering the values. Okay, so I'll tell you one easy trick to remember the values. You'll write 0, okay, 0 degree. The next is 30 degree, 45 degree. Okay, it goes in ascending order. Don't change like that. 0, 30, 45. Then what you have? 60 and then 90. Okay, so on top you write as 1, 2, 3, 4. You write 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the values you write 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so divide each number by 4. Divide each number by 4 and take the square root. Now you can write the answer. 0 by anything is what? This is for sine, I am telling, sine theta. 0 by anything is? Tell me. 0 by any number? 0. Square root of 1 by 4.
1 by 2.
1 by 2. Very good. Square root of 2 by 4. Here I can cancel 1 by 2. Square root of 1 by 2. 1 by
root 2.
Then square root of root 3 by 4.
Root 3 by 2.
Here 4 by 4 is 1. Square root 1 is 1. Okay. So if you don't know, just write numbers from 0 to 1 and below write the angles. Okay. So this is the value for sine theta. Now cos is nothing but you can just change the order and write from the last. You can fill it up like this. Start from 1, then here root 3 by 2, then 1 by root 2. From last to first. Okay, just changing the order. So 1 by 2, 0. Okay, this is cos. Now tan. Tan, how do you write?
Sine by cos.
Sine by cos. Sine by cos is tan. 0 by 1, 0. Next 1 by 2 by 1, root 3 by 2. 1 by 3, because 2 and 2 denominator is getting cancelled. 1 by root 2 divided by 1 by root 2 is 1. Root 3 by 2?
Root 3.
Just root 3. 1 by 0? Not defined. That's it, children. If you know these three things, sine, cos and tan, so again you can write the reciprocal. If you want secant, it is 1 by cos. If you want cosecant, it is 1 by sine. And cot is 1 by tan. Okay, just write the reciprocal values. So this is how in a simple form you can remember the values, because some of them you by heart the first line and keep, and the second line, third line and all will be easy. Some of you, even if you by heart, you will have a confusion 1 by 2 or 1 by root 2. So just write number 0 to 4, divide by 4 and take square root. You'll get the right values. Yeah, is that simple? This is a trick to remember the formula. Okay. Next question. Now I hope all of you can remember, isn't it? Okay, next one question under this. If not under standard form, under trig only. If sine theta plus cos theta is equal to P, and secant theta plus cosec theta equal to Q, prove that Q times P square minus 1 equal to 2P. Sin theta plus cos theta equal to P, secant theta plus cosecant theta equal to Q. Prove that Q into P square minus 1 equal to 2P. What we can do? Now this P, the value of P is very in simple form only. P is in terms of sine and cos. This Q is in terms of secant and cosecant. That also we can try to convert in simple form. Okay. So Q is equal to, so secant theta plus cosecant theta equal to Q. So this is what? Secant, how do we write? 1 by? No answers from your side.
1 by cos theta.
Then cosec.
1 by sin theta.
1 by sin theta equal to Q. So now we have to take LCM. So sin theta plus cos theta divided by sin theta cos theta equal to Q. Now look at the numerator, sin theta plus cos theta, that is the value of P, isn't it? So I can write this as P by sin theta cos theta equal to Q. Okay, so which is nothing but P by Q is equal to sin theta cos theta, from which P by Q is equal to sin theta cos theta. Okay. Now, how to find this part? How to find this part? We have P square minus 1. So first we need to find what is P square. Yes, first find P square, children. So here we are finding P square and taking the LHS and substituting to get the RHS. So LHS we have Q into P square minus 1. So first find what is P square. So P square equal to sin theta plus, did you all take the question? Did you all take the question? What is P and Q? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So quickly find. P square is so much. We use the identity. So sin square theta plus cos square theta plus 2 sin theta cos theta. That is sin square theta plus cos square theta is nothing but 1 plus 2. What about the sin theta cos theta? It is nothing but the value of We found what is sine theta cos theta.
P by Q.
Plus 2 P by Q. So that is P square is equal to so much. Sorry. Why here this is 1 plus 2 P by Q. Now take LCM. Or what we require, take this negative sign to the 1 to the other side. P square minus 1 is equal to
2P by Q.
2P by Q. What are we supposed to prove? So taking Q to the other side, Q times P square minus 1, Q times P square minus 1 equal to 2P. So this is what we require. Okay, so they are asking us to prove Q times P square minus 1 is equal to 2P. So for that, if you expand P square, we are getting in terms of like this term we are getting. So sine square theta cos square theta, we know it is 1. So you have this form. Okay, suppose you are beginning your sum with this P square. Okay, you have 2 sine theta cos theta. So how to get this value of 2 sine theta and cos theta? That is by taking the Q term and converting in terms of sine and cos. We can get the value of sine theta cos theta. Okay, so this can be the second part of your sum and this can be the first part, or if you can or if you know this is going to happen, then this can be the first part and second part. However, if you start with this part also, you have to do this. Okay, so before itself we have done it. So just substituting the values, we get the answer. Okay, children. Now coming to heights and distance. Heights and distance, what we have to do, sometimes they give us the figure, sometimes they don't give us the figure. Here maximum we use the right angle triangle, and you must be very clear about the where the question is asked. The question is asked for the base or the height or the hypotenuse. So this part you have to be very clear. Okay, so either one of the part will be the question. Mostly it will be to find the base, that is the distance, or the height. Okay, mostly the question will be based on base and perpendicular. If it is based on base and perpendicular, we always go with tan theta. Okay, so tan theta. Okay, first question. First question. A tower stands vertically on the ground. A tower stands vertically on the ground. From the point on the ground, which is 15 meters away from a point on the ground, which is 15 meters away from the foot the angle of elevation is 60 degrees. Find the height of the tower. Now, what do you mean by this angle of elevation and depression? Now, you stand here from your eyesight. Okay, that is actually your when you take a vertical horizontal line straight to your eyesight, that is parallel to the ground. That is your x-axis, like, okay, it is parallel. So from here, when you view on top, this is called, from here when you view upside, it is called angle of elevation or depression. From down, you are looking up. Okay.
Elevation.
Elevation. Okay. Elevation. From down, From this point, you are looking something on top. So you are looking at the sun or the moon. Okay, you are standing down. So this is called angle of elevation from here to up. Now you are standing on top of a building and seeing some a stone or some particle in the ground. So you are standing, suppose you are standing here, and when you look down, this is called as angle of depression. So that is when you stand on top. Okay, so here you stand on top, and when you look down, so this part here the angle is formed. Okay, here the angle is formed. So this angle will be parallel to this angle. Okay, so when from up you look down, this is called angle of depression. Now always your angle of elevation is equal to angle of depression. That is because these both are alternate angles, interior alternate angles, because it is formed between two parallel lines. Okay, so always your angle of elevation equal to angle of depression. So depending on the value, we maximum use the angle of elevation and do it. Okay, now for this one we have to draw the figure. A tower stands vertically on a ground. So draw a tower which stands vertically on a ground. From a point on a ground which is 15 meters away from the foot of the tower. So this is the foot of the tower. So you have a point here which is 15 meters away. So this point is 15 meters away. The angle of elevation of the top of the tower is, so angle of elevation means what? From here you are looking up. So the angle is formed here. Okay, so from here you are looking up, angle of elevation. So it is found to be 60 degree. Okay, so from this point only you are observing. Find the height of the tower, h. This is our question. So what we have to do, children? See the two known value, one known value and unknown value. Okay, known value and unknown value is our question. So these both gives us which ratio? Tan or sine or cos, what it is?
Tan.
Tan. Because it is based on perpendicular and base. So perpendicular and base is nothing but tan value. Okay, so that is how you will have to think. Sometimes the slant height means that is your hypotenuse. That and all you have to be very careful. Okay, so now here tan theta. First name your diagram. Whatever diagram you do, name it A, B and C. Now tan theta. Tan theta is equal to AB by BC. So here theta is 60 degree. So this is not compulsory. Just for your understanding I have written. So tan 60 is equal to AB. We have taken it as h by 15. Now writing this correctly, you'll get one method mark. Okay, you'll get 1 mark for this. The value of tan 60 also you have to write it correctly. What is tan 60? So root 3 is equal to h by 15. So what is h?
25.98 meters.
15 root 3. What is the value of root 3?
1.732.
Very good. You have to remember the value of root 3. So 15 into 1.732. So root 3 value, root 2 value, all that you have to remember. So that is 25 point, how much ma?
98.
98 meters. So please remember the value of root 3 and root 2. Okay. So next question. Can you see the question? A kite is attached to a string. Find the length of the string when the height of the kite is 60 meter and the string makes an angle 30 degree with the ground. So all the diagrams, it is based on a right angle triangle. Tell me now, the kite is attached to a string. Find the length of the string.
Ma'am, Over here, can we use sine theta?
If required, you have to.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me name it as A, B, and C. So here is the kite. Okay, you have a kite here. A kite is attached to a string. Find the length of the string. Which will be the string, children? AB or AC?
AC.
AC. Because always the string will not go straight perpendicular to you. It goes slanting only. Okay. So this is your string. This is your string. So we need to find the length of the string only. When the height of the kite is 60, height means it is your perpendicular distance. So this is 60 they have given. And the string makes an angle 30 degree with the ground. Here it is 30 degree. Now the question is based on, this is our question. Question is to find the length of the string. So this is what? Hypotenuse and opposite. So this gives us what?
Sine theta.
Sine theta. Okay, so sine theta is nothing but opposite by hypotenuse. Opposite by hypotenuse. So you can see the question. Well, previous question is based on perpendicular and base. So we have taken tan. Here it is, the question is based on hypotenuse and opposite. So which is sine. Now sine 30. So therefore sine 30 is equal to, opposite is given as 60 by string value, don't know, take it as x, or you can name it as AC. However, so what is sine 30?
1 by 2.
1 by 2 equal to 60 by x. So what is x?
120.
X is 120. That's it. The length of string is nothing but 120. X is equal to 120 meters. Okay, so they have given their 60 meters. So here also write 120 meters. You all understood, children?
Yes.
Okay. Next question. I'll give you with a different figure. Yes. Two vertical poles are on either side of a road. A 30-meter long ladder is placed between the two poles. When the ladder rests against one pole, it makes an angle 32 degree 24 minutes with the pole, and when it is turned to rest against another pole, it makes 32 degree 24 minutes with the road. Calculate the width of the road. So you all know how to use the table, children? Trigonometry table? You all know to use it or not? Because 32 degree 24 minutes is not a standard angle. So how can we draw the figure here? Two poles are on either side of the road. So you have a road here. Two poles are there on both the sides. Okay. A 30-meter long ladder is placed between the two poles. So imagine the ladder is placed here. Okay. So when the ladder rests, at this point we have a ladder. When the ladder rests against one pole. So here, suppose the ladder is resting against one pole. It makes an angle 32 degree 24 minutes with the pole. With the pole means what? This is the pole, so it is making an angle here. Okay, 32 degree 24 minutes. And when it is turned to rest against another pole, so suppose if it is resting on the other pole, it makes an angle 32 degree 24 minutes with the road. So where is the road? So this is our road. So here the angle is formed. Okay, because we already know this part, this is 90. The two poles and the ground will be 90, and this will be 32 degree 24 minutes. Okay, now calculate the width of the road. So this length of the road, they are asking this width. So let us name A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, so how to find, children? Tell me. We need to find BD. BD is the length of the width of the road. So BD will be BC plus CD. Isn't it? Now when you take the first triangle ABC, angle is formed at A. So which is your opposite? We need BC. BC is our question. Yes, tell me. In triangle ABC, it is tan or sine or what it is? We want BC. The ladder is 30 meter. A 30 meter long ladder is placed between them. So the length of the ladder is 30 meter. This is 30 and this is 30. Now tell me which we need to take. Sine or tan or cos, what it is? See, opposite to theta. Here the theta is formed. So opposite to theta is our opposite. This is the opposite side, isn't it? Opposite is a question where hypotenuse is known. Opposite and hypotenuse is known for us. Opposite is the question asked and hypotenuse is what is given. Known and unknown. So which angle should I take? Opposite by hypotenuse is what?
Sine.
Sine. Okay. So sine 32 degree 24. You know why this is opposite? When you draw a triangle, opposite to theta is your opposite. Okay, that is your perpendicular. Opposite to theta is your perpendicular. Opposite to 90 degree is hypotenuse. Is that clear? You must be very clear with this concept. Opposite to theta is your opposite. So opposite to theta is formed at A. So opposite to theta is the opposite side. So opposite and hypotenuse. So sine 32 degree 24 minutes is equal to sine theta is equal to opposite by hypotenuse. So BC by 30. Now what is the value of sine 32 degree 24 minutes?
0.5358.
Take your trigonometric table, take the natural signs, and from there you have to find the value. Yes, dear, tell me the answer. What is the value of 32 degree?
0.535.
Two different answer I am getting.
0.5358.
0.53. Let me look into the table. Did you take natural sign? 32 degree 24 minutes. 0.5358, isn't it? Yes?
Yes.
0.5358. 5358 is equal to BC by 30. Now BC is equal to 30 into 0.5358. Okay, that you can find the value. For the next one, in triangle, this value we need for BC. Okay, you can find the value here. Now in triangle, you have to write, whenever we have two right triangles, you have to mention which triangle you are taking. In triangle CDE, CDE. Now tell me, we need to find CD. We need to find CD. And the angle is formed here, we know 30. So what is the relation 30 and CD? CD is the base and hypotenuse. Which one you will consider base and hypotenuse?
Cos.
Cos. Okay, so you all know. Now here this becomes the opposite, because opposite to theta is opposite, but opposite we don't require. We require CD only. Okay, the width of the road. So one part we already found, the other part is CD. So CD is the unknown and the known part is 30. So base by hypotenuse is nothing but cos. So cos 32 degree 24 minutes is equal to CD by 30. Yes, take your natural cosine and find what is the value. 32 degree 24 minutes. See what you're taking. So cos means you have to go for natural cosine. So 32, 24. 0.8443. Yeah, you're able to find, children?
Yes, ma'am.
32 degree 24 minutes. You can look against 34 horizontally and 24 vertically. So the number is 0.8443 equal to CD by 30. So CD will be 30 into 0.8443. So 30 into 0.8443 will give us the value for CD. So first find what is BC value. Did anybody find the value of BC? 30 into, find both the values and finally we have to add them both. How much, children?
Ma'am, BC is 16.074.
BC is 16.074. 074. Okay. What about CD?
Ma'am, CD 25.329.
329. Okay. So now the width of the road. Width of road equal to BC plus CD. So that is 16.08. I'll round off to 2 digits. 25.33. So that will give us the final answer.
Miss,
Yes.
Miss, I got 41.403.
41.403. So you have taken all the 3 digits?
Yes, Miss.
Okay. That's not a problem. You can take 3 digits or you can round it off.